Oh, hey, star friends. Let's talk about the 12th house. I've been doing a series of videos about scary astrological stuff, and I thought a good one to talk about was the houses. What's the biggest, scariest house of them all? It's the 12th house. That said, I am a master of the 12th house. Master's probably strong. I know the 12th house well. And here's the deal. There are manifestations of planets in the 12th house that are not scary. In fact, sometimes they can be good. So here are 3 examples of good manifestations of planets in the 12th house, or at least not scary manifestations of the 12th house. Also, in the next clip, I have a beard, and that's because I recorded these earlier and then I had technical difficulties. So just, good talk. One of the people that I was talking to was right at the beginning of learning astrology. It told me that when they were growing up, they used to like to read in the closet. I was like, well, that's interesting. And then I found out that they have what's called a Pluto square Mercury aspect in their chart. Mercury was in their 12th house. And when they were growing up, they used to read in their closet, turn the lights off because they thought it made their eyes stronger, like lifting weights. And they still do this. Now, of course, they're an adult. They have their own house, but they have like a reading nook in a closet that is how they like to read and feel most comfortable reading. They're actually Mercury Cancer in their 12th house. So they want to feel cozy. They want to feel nurtured while they read, and they have created an isolated place where they go and do that. So you have this kind of isolated place, the closet, where they did this reading while they were a kid, and then they still do it as an adult, and it even led to them becoming a librarian where they now make their living. So it's really a pretty wonderful thing. Now, this person had some other challenges. For instance, feeling confident in communicating the things that they felt because they always worried that they weren't going to be taken seriously. Now, that's a very 12th house Pluto square Mercury thing. But just an example of a moment in which a 12th house placement is kind of fun. One thing that I mentioned while on a big trip last summer was how I like to solo travel. And as I learned that this might be a 12th house manifestation, I started asking other astrologers. And then people were like, oh yeah, that's like a kind of maybe a thing. So I started to think that if the ruler of your 12th house is in Sagittarius or in the 9th house, or maybe it's just in Aries and you just like to go do things independently, or Aquarius, that might be another independent kind of travel. More and more people that I talk to say like, yeah, I'm by myself, I'm doing this thing, but it's actually quite enjoyable. And so you're isolated, you're in the 12th house, you're by yourself, but you're also traveling abroad. And I thought that was like a really great manifestation of the 12th house. I don't know, you can disagree with me on this one. I'm happy to be disagreed with. This is still a working theory, but I think it's a good one. What do you think? Like Eat, Pray, Love. That would be a great example of a 12th house Mercury, Jupiter thing. I wonder what the woman that wrote that book, I wonder what her 12th house looks like. All right, welcome to my brain. This is what it's like. Stay tuned for example number 3. Welcome to example number 3. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what is this weird, cavernous, dungeon-like place that you are in? This is my 12th house. I discovered it as I was thinking about my personal exercise habits. I have Mars in Aries in the 12th house, and while that can be somewhat challenging, one of the things that I know about myself is I hate to exercise around other people. But I like to exercise. So I just moved back home, cry for me. And our family has a kind of old style ranch. And in one of the rooms, there was nothing in it. It was very disgusting. It was very gross. And what I decided to do was clean it all out, put some stuff on the floor, bring a exercise bench in here, have some weights, and turn it into my private little disgusting exercise room. And then suddenly, welcome to the 12th house. Is Mars Aries in the 12th house? And is this a bad, scary placement? No, it's a little dirty. Yeah, but it's not scary and it's good for me. So all of these examples hopefully make you feel as if, yes, there is hope for you yet if you have planets in the 12th house, not always scary. I'm less willing to be disagreed with about this one. This one is me, so I'm vulnerable here. I'm giving you some my 12th house stuff. Don't judge me. Okay? No Beard Ian is back. What did you think of my 3 examples of good or non-scary manifestations of the 12th house? Did you like them? Did you disagree with them? Tell me what you think. Also, like I've been doing in a lot of these videos, for those of you that are still here, even with the weird sound technical difficulties throughout this video, if you would like a reading, hit me up in the DMs. I've been giving out like quote unquote free readings, of kind of like, you know, doing them on the love, trying to build connections with people on the old TikTok, because I've found that it's actually quite a great place with people that are interested in astrology, especially if you've never had a reading. If you've never had a reading before, hit me up and just say, hey, I've never had a reading before. What does this do? How does this work? You know, you made it to the end of like a 5-minute video and you deserve something. And it's fun for me. I'm kind of getting back into the astrology reading game. So hit me up, hit me in the DMs, or you can email me at tpo.ideas@gmail.com. Okay, bye.